Morning, students. So today we will discuss on the topic of sources of electrical energy. We will going to discuss source transformation and numerical based on it. So first of all, these are two questions how they can ask in exam. Write a short note on current source and voltage source, or classify the controlled source and draw schematics for each. So we'll start with the types of energy sources. So there are primary two type of energy sources: independent sources and dependent sources. So independent sources here. See here. So independent sources again divided in two parts: ideal voltage source, ideal current source. Same way there is a practical voltage source and practical current source. Dependent voltage source, dependent current source. So we will going to discuss the first sources, independent sources, ideal voltage source. This is the symbol of ideal voltage source. See here, both of these are DC voltage source. See here, this is the voltage and versus current graph. So what is ideal voltage source? So ideal voltage source is a two terminal elements whose voltage is independent of the current drawn by the network connected to its terminals. So in ideal voltage source, voltage remains constant because ideal voltage source should have zero internal resistance. Practically this type of source it doesn't occur because any voltage source has some internal resistance with it. See here, so this is the ideal voltage source, ideal DC voltage source. Okay, now same way ideal current source. So ideal current source is a two terminal elements whose current is independent of the voltage drawn by the network connected to its terminals. So these are the symbol of current source. This is ideal current source. It is DC current source. Same way here, current remains constant. Current remains constant with respect to voltage drawn by the terminals. Okay. So basically, you have to keep in mind that in independent sources, any of the quantity doesn't depend on the other quantity. If it is a voltage source, then its voltage is independent of the current drawn by the network. Same vice versa in the case of current source. Now we will discuss dependent sources. Dependent sources are sources whose voltage or current is not fixed but is dependent on the voltage or current existing at some other location in the circuit. See here, independent sources, either it is voltage or current, is not fixed but it is dependent on the other voltage or current existing in the same circuit, and it is represented by a diamond shaped symbol. See here, it is the symbol of dependent sources. So this is the diamond shape. This is dependent voltage source and this is dependent current source. So again, dependent sources are classified in total 4 types, but dependent voltage source, there are 2 voltage sources: voltage control voltage sources, current control voltage sources. Same way in dependent current source, again there are 2 types: voltage control current sources and current control current sources. So these 4 are dependent sources. Okay, symbol of dependent source is represented by this diamond shape. So dependent voltage source, see here, we can say that a voltage source which depends on other voltage or current elsewhere in the same circuit is called as dependent, or it is also known as controlled voltage sources. See here, this is voltage control voltage source and this is current control voltage source. See, it is represented by this. Here, this is the input voltage and this is output voltage, depends on the voltage. Here, output voltage depends on the current I1. So these two are voltage sources. This one is voltage control voltage source because its voltage output voltage depends upon other voltage like V1 in the same circuit. And in the current control voltage source, voltage depends on the I1. I1 stands for current in the same circuit. Same way, now we will move towards the dependent current sources. Same way, again they are classified in two types. See here, these two are current sources. This is voltage controlled current source and this is current controlled current source. In this case, this current source, the symbol represents current source, but it depends on the voltage in the same circuit. And this is the current source, but it depends on the current in the same circuit. I1 is the current. Okay, so we can say that a current source whose current depends on some voltage or current elsewhere in the circuit is called as dependent current source. So these are two current sources. This one is voltage control current source and is current control current source. The next, conversion of voltage source to current source. Now, this theory is also known as source transformation. In this topic, we will discuss how voltage source converted into current source and vice versa. So here, voltage source always has a series resistance and this is the load resistance. If we want to convert that voltage source into appropriate current source, then transformation is as here. This voltage source converted into current source, but current is by the Ohm's law, current I is V by this series resistance Rs. And this resistance is series now is comes into parallel with this current source and load resistance remains same. So this is the conversion of voltage source in series with resistance to the current source in parallel with the shunt resistance. RSS stands for shunt resistance. Same way here, current source to voltage source. This conversion is, this is the current source, this is parallel resistance with it, it's shunt resistance. Now that current source converted into appropriate voltage source is as follow. See here, here voltage is given by current into shunt resistance, multiplication of both these two because V equals to IR. But this shunt resistance is comes in series with this voltage source and load resistance becomes same. Okay. Now we'll see the numericals based on this source transformation. Here we can see that transformation of voltage source to current source is the equation here V equals to I into RSH, where series resistance is always equals to shunt resistance. So we can say that the magnitude of voltage of equivalent voltage source will be I into RSH. and internal resistance is same as series resistance, Rs equal to Rsh. Okay, so this is all about the various sources, ideal sources and independent sources, dependent sources. Now we will discuss numericals based on above source transformation. See here, see, given in the network, find the currents through resistor R1, R2 and R3, compute the voltage V1 so that conservation of power is satisfied by the circuit. So from this circuit, we have given these two current sources, 12 ampere, 6 ampere. See, direction of both currents are in opposite direction. Here three resistances are there, 6 ohm, 4 ohm and 12 ohm. Now we have to find these three currents, I1, I2 and I3, and also voltage V1. So first of all, we can convert this circuit is as follow. See here, we know that when two currents are in opposite direction, then it is subtracted. So 12 ampere minus 6 ampere, but direction is of the bigger magnitude current. So we replace the circuit as this. So 12 minus 6 is 6 ampere current source. Now these three resistance are in parallel. So first of all, these three resistance are in parallel. So we know that the equation of equivalent resistance 1 upon R equivalent equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. By solving this equation, we have R equivalent resistance of these three parallel resistances as R1, R2, R3 upon R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. So we have these values R1 equal to 6, R2 equal to 4, R3 equal to 12. By replacing these all values, we have R equivalent equals to 2 ohm. Now, we know that if we have this total resistance and total current, then we can find voltages by Ohm's law. Voltage V equals to I into R equivalent. So I equal to 6 and 2. So total voltage is 12 volt. Now we have total voltage of this circuit. Total voltage of this circuit. So we can easily find that I1, I2 and I3 as, see here. So current flowing through the R1 is I1 equals to V by R1. We have V equals to 12 volt upon 6 volt, 6 ohm equals to 2 ampere. Same way, current flowing through the R2 is I2 equals to V by R2, 12 by 4 equals to 3 ampere. And last is current flowing through R3 is given by I3 equals to V by R3, 12 by 12 equals to 1 ampere. Okay. So from that numerical, we can find the current flowing through the all resistances. Okay. So we have to find the total voltage and then we can find the current flowing through each resistor because we have total voltage and resistance are there. Now we'll see the second example of source transformation. See, this is the definition. See here. So we have given the circuit. This is the 12 volt DC voltage source. These three resistances 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 8 ohm. So in this circuit, use a source transformation technique to determine the voltage. So we want to find the voltage across this 8 ohm resistance VO. Okay. So first of all, we can convert that voltage source in series with the resistance as current source in parallel with this resistance. So we convert this 12 voltage source into appropriate current source by replacing this 4 ohm resistance is in parallel with 3 ampere current source because I equals to V by R. That's why 12 upon 4 equals to 3 ampere. Okay, and resistance, this resistance now comes in parallel with this current source. So this voltage source and this current source, this resistance in converted as this current source in parallel with the resistance. Now we know that these three resistances are in parallel. So we can find the equivalent resistance as we have discussed earlier, that R1 R2 R3 upon R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. So we have equivalent resistance as, by replacing the values of R1 R2 R3, 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 8 ohm, in this equation we have equivalent resistance as 2 ohm. Okay, now total voltage, we can find this total voltage of the circuit as we have discussed earlier, V equals to I into R equivalent. So I is 3 ampere and R equivalent equal to 2. So total voltage is 6 volt. Okay, now we can find the current flowing through each resistance as I1 equals to V by R1. So V equals to 6 upon 4 equals to 1.5 ampere. Same way, current flowing through the R2 is V by R2, 6 by 8 equals to 0.75 ampere. Same way, we can find I3 as 6 by 8, 0.75 ampere. Now, what we are going to find? We want to find this voltage. So, this voltage is V equals to IR. So, current flowing through this I3, current flowing through this 8 ohm resistance, and now we know the value of I3, so we can easily find that voltage VO as I into R, so I3 into 8 ohm. So finally we have voltage across 8 ohm resistance as VO equals to I3 into R3, so 0.75 into 8 equals to 6 volt. Okay, you can easily find the voltage across any resistance if you know the current and the resistance of that resistance value of that resistor. Okay, so this is all about energy sources, dependent energy source, independent energy source, source transformation, and numericals based on source transformation. Thank you.